Hello, beautiful people. Yes. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nadira Lugg, and I am the president, the founder, the entertaining spiritual coach, tarot reader of One Love and Light Center, located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. So in other words, I love to tell people, think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yes. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I'm a Reiki master. And the reason we are here today through the use of tarot and oracle card readings. And so, beautiful people, I'm happy to announce that today on February 20th, we have stepped into the sign of Pisces. And we are experiencing the new moon in Pisces. So, yay! All right, so we're done with the Aquarius. Now it's all about Pisces life, okay? And so to give a little background about Piscean energy, Pisces is technically connected to the planet of Neptune. And so it's all about mysticism. It's about spirituality. So Pisces is always also connected to 12th house. So again, we're talking about spirituality, compassion, service to humanity. And so because it's the last zodiac sign, out of all 12 of the zodiac signs, it's like a culmination of all the zodiac signs we had to go through to get to this final stage. And so the Piscean female, male spirit will encompass compassion, a lot of intuitive, compassionate energy, very sensitive. They are a part of the water signs. And so they're mutable energy. So they'll be able to flow along, but like I said, very in solitude and in their feelings. So if you find yourself in this energy to feel like you need to be alone and in the bed, in the covers, underneath the covers, just doing some reflective stuff in your mind, because they're considered to be the dreamers and the idealistic people of the zodiac sign, very much into their minds and dreaming up a whole lot of great ideas and great dreams, but kind of staying in that whole dreamlike state. And again, very artistic and creative. They're considered to be the most creative out of all the zodiac signs, believe it or not. But it's because they're in between realms. So there's reality as well as fantasy. And so it's the blending of the two. So that's one of the things that high road, but low road could be considered to be like too dreamy, too wishy-washy, or too gullible. And so these are the things I'm trying to make sure to incorporate in my newness of doing new things and incorporating new energy with this new moon. I'm going to keep going into detail so we know what we're talking about before we even go into the readings. And so, beautiful people, I'm so happy to be here in the new moon of Pisces. I was on a little healing journey because I sprained this middle finger, hitting it against a door. A hallway of the door, but I'm here and it was hard for me to do the cards, but I'm back. It's not 100%. I'm still healing. I'm still healing on a physical level. I'm still healing on a spiritual and mental level. I've gotten a lot better with the passing of my mom, and just being on that healing journey was something else too, but it has gotten me closer to the feelings and connectedness of my mommy more spiritually. And so I'm so happy to know that I have her urn. It's always with me. And it does help me to, in this process of healing, that she is always with me. She is always with me. And so I feel like that whole situation opened me up more spiritually. It really did. And so I was so happy to do this one. It took a minute because I was in and like I said, if you feel yourself like fogging out and feeling like you're in a zombie land of reflection and a lot of thinking, that's Piscean energy. Welcome. Just work with the beautiful people. But I am here to do our reading. And without further ado, this message is for you, my collective, on how to best harness and use this Piscean new moon energy for your best self, for your best prosper itself, to keep moving forward in all of that you do. You can never say you weren't prepared. Come through if you've been doing the work. I hope you've been doing the work, beautiful people. All right, so we got out of that Aquarius energy, and now we are in this Piscean energy. So let's go. All right, beautiful people. So up first, this was pretty interesting. We are starting with the tarot, and I love these cards. These are the Vita Sera tarot cards, and I like them. Very vibrant, and they are more so on point with having little keywords and things like that on the card. I had did a review and a flip through, and it's also on YouTube if you're interested in these cards. So I did an unboxing and a flip through. But I'm loving. I said I was going to use it on my next reading, and here we are. So beautiful people, up first we have the 10 of Cups. The only difference is the 10 of Cups is in reverse. Okay, and so we have family conflict, breakup, discord, disunity, arguments, dissatisfaction, upset, destroy, harmony, shattered values. So let's bring it up upright, okay? So usually when 10 of Cups is upright, it's about happiness, family love, spiritual pleasure, things like that. And here, but I'm also going to show you what we have underneath the deck. We also have Knight of Cups, and we're going to come back to this one. So off the bat, guess what? We have water energy. So remember, this is the 12th sign. It's a very powerful sign. We are in our emotions in this cycle and in this new moon. So buckle up, buttercup, get ready and just ride through it. Just like water, flow like water, flow like water. Okay, like Bruce Lee. I love me some Bruce Lee. So I need y'all to flow like water. So going back to the 10 of Cups. When it's upright, it's about a completion, happiness, family, abundance, everybody's good. When it's in reverse, what do we just get through talking about? Discord, family conflict, things like that, dissatisfaction, upset. So beautiful people, what does this tell me? A lot of us in this Piscean new moon energy, probably going through some personal issues within the family dynamic, could be even partnerships with people. But I want you to know, no matter what is going on, family-wise, dynamic-wise, platonic-wise, business-wise, whatever is going on with that significant other or whomever, it can be fixed. It really can. It just takes two parties to come together in order to fix it. And in this time of Piscean energy, this is an excellent time of reflection and going inward and finding the reasons why we should be compassionate to one another, why we should practice patience with one another and love with one another. We just, if you're into Valentine's Day, we just had Valentine's Day last Tuesday, okay? I'm not into Valentine's Day in that sense. I celebrate love every single day, and I never felt like I ever needed a particular day where I had to express my love, because my whole thing is if you express it throughout the year, there is no room for miscommunication or not feeling love or people not understanding that you do love them. Okay. And so in this time of whatever the family conflict, the dynamics, or being disharmony or destroyed harmony, we are here, we can fix it. But it does take two people. It takes two parties. All right. And so if you take this reflective time of Piscean new moon energy to really figure out what was the straw that broke the camel's back from your perspective, because remember, the other party's perspective is going to be totally different than yours. But if you can come to peace with your way of how you see it, and then come to understand the way of, do you want to save the relationship? Because that's the most important aha moment. Is it savable? That's number two. The number one question is, do you want to save it? That's number one. And if we do want to save it, now we go to number two. What can I do to fix it? First things first, got to start on self first. So whatever the practice or the purpose was of the healing, or whatever the base of the argument was, if you need clarity on what we even arguing about or what was the discord, let's name it. Let's say it and let's talk. Communication is key, beautiful people. So always remember, the first conversation you need to have is with self. and find out what's the trigger, what was the issue, what is the problem, and then move on to, all right, I have a pinpoint of the problem. Now let's see, what can I come up with the solution? Because I've said this many, many times. We are wasting vital energy if we ruminate over the problem. We've already identified the problem. So we're going to go and drive ourselves mentally, physically, and emotionally, and could be financially crazy if our vices tend to spend money when we're upset by dwelling on the problem. Now let's shift gears and start focusing on some solutions. What can I do to get compassion for myself, to work through the heartache or however I feel, and now figure out a way to communicate to the next person, because now I see what was my viewpoint of the situation. Now I got to communicate to the next person, because the other person might not even have the same perspective that you do. Their storyline might be totally different than what you thought and perceived the situation to be. Or maybe it wasn't even talked about. You just knew you rubbed the person the wrong way. So now a communication has to happen. And beautiful people, this is where the other card comes in. It works wonderfully. It's the Knight of Cups. So the reason why the Knight of Cups is so dope, because remember, knights are not only court cards, but they're action cards. There's some action going on. Knights are ready for war, and they're ready to do whatever it takes to get it done. And so now, because we have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Water, what is the characteristics of him? He's romantic. Lofty thoughts, passionate, inspiration, charming, great people skills, idealism, sensitive, intuition, focus on emotion, compassionate. This is the wonderful energy that Knight of Cups brings to you. And so once you do your own healing, and if that means you have to get into this reflective side of Piscean energy and get into that dreamlike state and tapping into your emotional side and getting real sensitive to yourself first, so you can make room to be compassionate to the next person or whomever you're having the discord with, do so. And then when you're ready, be ready with an open heart and an open mind to have a conversation. Set the intention that before you have a conversation with the other person, that you are ready to have a direct, open heart conversation. And it's not to hurt anybody, it's to speak your truth, but speak in a sense of compassion behind it. Because the other person needs to understand your viewpoint, and you then need to turn around and be a compassionate listener. Because again, your story doesn't match the other person's story. So you better find out before you assume what the other person's story is. And then together we can come up with a compromise of how to best heal, work through the harmony and heal. And if that means giving the other person some extra time to do the healing, then do that. I had to go through my own personal situation right now, but it's okay. In this time of healing, I had to heal myself first. Now I'm in a space to communicate, but the other person may not. And to be honest, I don't think they are. And it's okay. I am allowing that other person to heal in their own sweet time, to be compassionate to themselves before they can entertain or be around me to have a conversation. And so that is the kind of patience and love and compassion you have to extend not only to yourself, but to the other person. I'm moving on, beautiful people. We can do this. We can do this, and we're in the right energy to do so. Tap into that emotional, sensitive side, beautiful people. This now is the time, because the next time we come back around, we're going to be in the full moon of Virgo, and that's some earth energy. So we might as well go ahead and practice and get ready with this nice watery energy, because water and earth work so well together. They are very compatible and work well together. So people, let's do our homework. Let's get it right, because we're winning, beautiful people. We're winning. We also have, under our oracle deck, we have mice. Oh, 23. That's the 7 of clubs. We have illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry, reduce, restless, filth, decay. Oh my goodness. Deteriorate, loss, theft, costly fear, nagging. So beautiful people, what is this? This is a supplemental card to the reverse 10 of cups. Beautiful people, whatever it is, if we're feeling lost, I'm hearing and I'm feeling because this Piscean new moon is making me extra sensitive. I've been sensitive to all kinds of messages, readings, and my own just tapping into energy around here. And I advise you, beautiful people, tap in too. If you feel it going through, flow with it. This is helping your intuition as well. But I got fear, I got lost, I got anxiety, I'm feel restless, stress. Beautiful people, come on now. We got to do the work. We got to do the work. So if nothing else, identify and understand if this message is resonating with you, you got to identify what is it I'm feeling lost about? What am I feeling anxiety or stress? What, got to put a name to it. You got to put a name to it. You got to put, you got to put a name to it. You got to identify what it is you are internalizing, because we can't come up with a diagnosis until we go through these symptoms first and identify it. And then we can put a name on it. And then that's when the healing begins, beautiful people. This is temporary. Remember, if what you've been doing has not been working, beautiful people, it's time to do something else. And this is the time. This is the great time in this water energy to do the healing work. This is it. So work your magic, beautiful people. This is it. Underneath the deck, we have number 4. Number 4, Gaia, Mother Earth. Gaia, Mother Earth. Inner identity, grounded and purpose. Experiencing duality, inner and outer worlds. Axis, polar opposites. Fertility, practicality, center of everything, balance and satisfying. So once again, what's hollering at me? Inner identity. What have I been saying? We can't, until we identify what it is we are emotionally identifying and inner, what we're feeling in our inner heart and mind and our body, because everybody experiences stress or some kind of, when something's out of flow and out of, you can feel it. Sometimes it'll trigger, and for me, I get stress in my shoulder, I get a headache, or it starts messing with my vision. So like it just gets to be too much. I got to go lie down. And so, beautiful people, I want you to understand, when we allow stress or anything just to compound like that, it will take on a mind of its own. It can literally force you to feel sick. So beautiful people, it's time, do the work, find and identify it and get into a purpose. Are you ready to heal? And if you are ready to answer that truthfully and ready to do the work, then let's go. Let's get it going. Let's get it. We also have Lord, take charge with authority. Lord, take charge with authority. So the Lord is synonymous with, if we're talking about tarot, it's like along the same as the Emperor card. And so the Lord, take charge with authority. That's what the Emperor embraces. It's masculine energy, but it's about taking charge. And so here we go again. What did I just say? First things first, after you identify, we have to be serious and conscious in our subconscious, because sometimes our subconscious will take over. Remember, this is Piscean energy, the dreamer, the Neptune. It's all about illusions and things like that. So now we got to step into reality. All right, back to life, back to reality. So these are the moments where we've been in our dreamlike state, and then now we have to come up with a solution. This is where the leader comes in. This is where our space to reality must kick through. And we have to make a determining factor of whether or not we are ready to do the work and heal, beautiful people. But when we're ready, let's do it with authority. Let's do it 10 toes down. We're ready to go into war. Remember, you got that night energy to begin with. And so use that compassionate energy, that intuition to tap in, set a goal and say, damn it, I'm going to have some resolution with this. And it's going to work out in my favor. It's going to work out for my best and highest good. Set that intention and get to work, beautiful people. We also have summer, bask in joy and light. Bask in joy and light. And this is why we have to. But you know what? Hold on. Before we even go in here, we also have the hunter, track down your fears. And underneath, we have winter, take care of your needs. So here, Spirit is telling me to start with this one. Hunter. So now we have the Lord, and now we have hunter. So two very masculine energies we're working with. Track down your fears and desires. So again, we're talking about some internal work. It is not about the external. It is about internal work. It's all about going within the what? Subconscious, the unconscious. So it's not even about a facade. Track down your fears and desires. Are you fearful about something? Are you fearful in the conversation that you got to have with the other person or the other party? What are your desires? Are your desires are wanting to come with the resolution and to finally have some kind of compromise and a harmonious relationship with the person? Let's figure it out. And if not, track down why. Why are we fearful of this relationship? Why are we fearful of our desires? But these are the questions we have to ask in order to do the healing work, beautiful people. I wish it was as easy as ABC, but sometimes it's not. And it's not as easy as it's going to be fixed by tomorrow. I can't put a time limit on anything. You can't either. That would be a lot of arrogance for that. I put a month of solitude for myself in the healing of my mom in January. And guess what? When February 1st came, I still was in my healing mode. I'm still in my healing mode. I am 10 times better than where I was because I was continuously doing the work in January. But this is I can't put a timetable on it, and I'm not going to. It's not for me to do so. I'm on a journey, beautiful people. You are on a journey. People can meet you on your journey. They can join in on your journey. But at the end of the day, they have to separate and go on their own journey, and you continue on by yourself. You have to carry your load. You have to unpack your baggage. And when you're ready to pack it back up and continue on your journey, guess what? You're going to do it by yourself. You're going to pack your bag. Pack it and unpack it every single time. People can offer help, but that's all they can do is offer it. They don't know what's in there packed up, what's very delicate that you have wrapped and bubble wrap because it's very sentimental to you. They have no clue. So what would you do? I would rather unpack what I know is sensitive to me, what it can be easily broken, and I'll take care of it. And so track down your fears and your desires. And the reason being is because we need to bask in joy and light. Joy and light. So for some of us, we're still in the winter season. For me, being in on the West Coast in California, I don't have the same winter conditions that my cohorts may have in, let's say, Chicago or on the East Coast. But either way it goes, it's a mind state. And so I need y'all to get ready for summer to bask in your joy and your light. I need you to get into that summer mode of feeling. There's a lot of lighthearted energy in the summertime, and people are ready to play and feel light and joy. The sun is shining. It's like the best time to bask in that beautiful sunlight. So beautiful people, that is the end goal. That is what we are reaching for. We got to go through this last sign of the Zodiac sign to get ready for that Aries energy, which is technically back to the first sign of the Zodiac sign. So we do the work right now in this slumbering energy of reflective and unconsciousness and dreamlike state. So when that fire energy kicks in, we're ready. We're ready. Okay, beautiful people. And going back to underneath the deck, winter. What have we just got through talking about? So here we go, summer and winter. Take care of your needs. So in this time, as we get ready to prep for this time, in this time right now, like I just said, in this Piscean energy, take care of your needs. Do your self-healing. Do your self-work. Do your work. Do your home. Don't even worry about the other person's work. We don't care about their paper. We are studying for our tests. We're doing our homework. They'll get graded by whoever they're supposed to get graded by their source. Right now, let's do our homework. I'm going to do my homework. So when my source checks my work, I know I've checked all the dotted, I've crossed the T's, I've dotted my I's, I did my work. And I can honestly say I did my work. I gotta let people do their work, and I gotta do my own. And I'm extending that same mindset for yourself, my beautiful people. I mean, collective, my brothers and sisters, I need y'all to do the work. That's it, that's all. Because I'm not there to monitor you. That's between you and your higher self, your God, your infinite intelligence, whatever name you want, source, whatever name you want to put on it. That's on you, and that's a beautiful thing. Let it be between you and your source. All right. But at least you can't say you were not told. All right. You did not get the information. Oh, you got the information. If nothing else, I'm a Gemini, baby. I'm the messenger. Come through. Yes, I'm the oracle. That's it. Oh, I can't even snap my fingers like I used to until I let this. There's healing all over the place. And the last decks that we have, because remember I said I was keeping these shorter. Okay. We have in our oracle cards, we have number one, talking about Aries. Talking about Aries. Do the work so we can get ready for this fire energy. We have Diamond, creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment. Oh my God, that's hollering at me loud and clear. Commitment, light, bask in joy and light, purity, esteem, unconquerable force, multidimensional, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. Invincible spiritual power. Beautiful people, we can do this. We can do this. It requires a commitment. Are you committed? Because it's not about a commitment to me. Are you committed? Are you committed to yourself, for your best self, for your best, highest healing in this? You don't have to do it alone, beautiful people. As a collective, we are all having our own situations. It might have a different name attached to a different name or a different number, but guess what? You are not alone. I am here with you. And that's the truth. That's the truth of it. But everybody got a different name to it. So beautiful people, please take the time out to do the work. It can be worked. It works if you work it. And so you can do this. I know you can, because I can do this. And you are no different than me. We're just different spiritual beings having a human experience. And so we may look differently, but hear me when I say feelings, emotionals, and emotion and all of that wrapped together. My heart weeps just like the next person when there is something, when sadness is around. And it doesn't matter who that person is. Everybody deals with things differently. Everybody feels differently. But again, people, provide yourself patience and compassion. But please reach out. Reach out to whoever you're supposed to reach out. And what do we have here? Number 8. Pisces energy. Pisces energy, number 8. Old card. And so we have weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring, the good old days, family patterns, back in time, stuck in the past, nostalgia. So these words are seriously words of the Pisces energy. Nostalgia, being of the mind. Water energy has a tendency to go into memories, a lot of memories. So beautiful people, be aware of that if you find yourself getting very nostalgic, thinking of things in the past, and it becomes a trigger point for you. Be aware. And if you have to, this is like the perfect time to please journal. Journal whatever it is that you're feeling or that you feel like you are fighting against. But please be honest with yourself. It's not about putting on airs. Be honest with yourself or what you're dealing with. And if you can't speak to anybody about it, write it down. Nobody has to read what you wrote. And in this Piscean energy, it's about the poets, about the writers, just letting it flow out. Whatever outlet it is, whether it's painting, sculpting, writing, singing, listening to music, find you an outlet to let it flow through. It's a process of healing. It could be yoga, but do what you need to do. And please try your best to embrace meditation. And remember, beautiful people, meditation doesn't necessarily have to be lying in the bed, chilling with music on. It's a great way to do it, but there are several ways of doing it. Remember, meditation is whatever brings you peace. So if you find your mind being at the most calmest moment while you're cooking, or if you find it at the most calmest moment while you're sewing or knitting or even reading or singing to yourself, and you find yourself in that zone, then stay in that zone and stay in that frequency until you can feel yourself getting better and higher in vibration. But you got to find something that brings you joy and peace to steady your mind, to find that calm, to calm your mind, body, and your spirit, beautiful people. Let's go. And lastly, underneath the deck, we have number 5. Number 5, and 5 is all about change, but it says happening now. The situation or event in question, the situation event is in question is occurring right now. And so, beautiful people, the time is now. Whatever this discord is, whatever your situation is, the way ever you are reflecting or feeling in your sense of need or self-care or self-love, the time is now. Don't wait, because guess what I've learned? Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. We are all on borrowed time. And so after the passing of my mom, I made a pact with myself that I have to live every single day like it's my last day. I have to give it all I got because it's not promised. We think we're here to last until we in our hundreds, if we're so lucky. And because people have done it, if we are so lucky. But the reality of it is, and I could say that in my dreamlike state, but the reality is we are not promised tomorrow. We don't know when we're checking up out of here. And so, beautiful people, take the time to live in the now. Live in the now and give it all you got. Those who, my mom, I know she's watching over me, and I know she's talking to me, and I know she hears me. And so I have to continue to live because she lives through me. I look at her, I see her picture, I see her urn, and I know that in her spirit realm, she still lives and works through me. And so I honor her by keep on going, to keep living out my dreams. Because when I finally achieve whatever accomplishment I'm setting, I turn around and I say, see, mommy, I did it. And I feel good. And somehow, some way, I get some kind of notification that she's around here with me. But again, I had to do my work to be receptive to get there. And so, beautiful people, it's never too late. Start now. Start now, start now, start now. And start with yourself. First, it's always self-care. Always. All right, beautiful people. And that concludes your reading for the new moon in Pisces. And up next, we have the full moon in Virgo. So remember, I was talking about how we're getting ready from water energy to make room for earth energy. They work well together because they're two nurturers. These two signs, these two elements are all wrapped up with nurturing and groundedness. Well, not the water sign, but more earth energy. So we got to do the work now in the water to get ready to water our earth. How's that one? I like that. We got to water our earth. So let's get ready, beautiful people. And so, like I said, that concludes. And beautiful people, I usually have to say and shine your light, but I've changed too. New energy, new moon, new me, new you, new everything. And so I'm also embracing the newness of things. And so I have the light. And beautiful people, I'm also on a new social media platform called Pococha. Pococha. So it's POCOCHA. Poco Cha. And so I've been doing Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 8, and that's Pacific time. I'm doing quick free readings for those that come into my channel. I've been doing this for about a week and a half. I knew I was going to make an announcement sooner or later, and so I might as well do it now to keep you abreast. And so, beautiful people, please feel free to come through. I'll leave a reference link down below if you want to come in and just use the link and come and interact, and you'll see me. And when you see me, because I do the readings in the order of people coming in, but they're real quick, probably no more than what, 5 or 10 minutes, depending on the reading. But just enjoy, and this is a way of chit-chatting and talking and communicating back with me. And so I've been enjoying this platform, beautiful people. So check me out. Again, it's Poco Cha, and the link will be down below. And as always, beautiful people, like I always say, shine your light. You never know who you may inspire. There are people watching. There are people watching you, and you don't even know they're watching. You have no idea they're watching you. They're watching how you move. They're watching you as you evolve into the person you are. And they may not even say anything, but you never know. You may be inspiring people. So always go out there and shine your light, your brightest light, and do it unapologetically. Just be you, boo. That's what's up. That's what's up. And so I'll see you at the next reading, which will be on March 7th. So around that time, I'll have it posted, ready to go, beautiful people. Mwah! I love you, and I want you to continue loving on yourself. And you better take advantage of this Piscean energy. It's time. It's go time. Do some healing, that 12th house work. Find out where your 12th house is located on your natal chart. Remember, it's real simple to find your natal chart. You go into Cousin Google and you type in your place of birth, your place, your date of birth, and if you know your time, put in your time. If you don't know your time, put in 12 noon. You just won't have access to direct knowing of your houses, but it'll help you get everything else. And I promise you, know thyself, so you know what makes you tick or connect to your emotional side or your abundance. All of that is about knowing yourself. And that is one of the last lessons I can give you in this video, to better know and understand yourself and boost up your spiritual game, beautiful people, because for real, you got to know yourself. You got to know how you think and believe, and it just takes things to the next level down the rabbit hole. All right. All right, beautiful people, y'all take care. Hope you like the new look, because it's only going to be temporary. I only do this once a year, and I do it to cut my hair and give myself a new, like get everything, and just, as my husband says, he's with his girlfriend. That's okay, beautiful people. But I hope you are digging it. Hey, we're here. Come through. All right, beautiful people, I'm out of here. Take care. Bye.